fucking insane! There's blood everywhere!
Why did NASA stop exploring the ocean? We live in a world that's obsessed with the stars. We watch rockets rise through the atmosphere. We cheer as billionaires chase Mars. But while the world is busy looking up, no one seems to be asking the real question. Why did NASA stop exploring the ocean? In today's video, we will explain you what happened actually with NASA when they started exploring deep sea, some documentaries before we sent men to the moon. Before we looked beyond the solar system, NASA was looking down into the ocean, into the deep dark sea. And then they stopped, quietly, without fanfare, without reason. What did they see? What did they discover? And why is no one talking about it? The beginning. When NASA looked down, not up at the starting phase. In the early days of NASA, before Elon Musk, before Mars, before space became a billionaire's playground, the agency had a different frontier in mind. The deep sea. It's hard to believe, but yes, NASA was once deeply involved in studying Earth's ocean. And why not it's the 70% of Earth we still don't know. What happening in deep sea, maybe some giant or exist. Maybe we discover them in this video. As my all subscriber know, we give Leviathan original footages in our last video. A giant sea monster captured in camera by a US lady. Now come to this video. It wasn't just about sending men to space. It was about understanding extreme environments. Pressure. Isolation. Darkness. Things that exist not only in orbit, but in the depths of our own world. In the 1960s, NASA worked alongside NOAA, the U.S. Navy, and oceanographic institutes to study undersea volcanoes, tectonic plates, and bizarre creatures found thousands of feet beneath the surface. Why? Because the conditions in the deep ocean, crushing pressure, complete darkness, freezing temperatures, were similar to what astronauts might face in deep space. They believed that understanding the deep sea might help us survive on other planets. But somewhere along the line, everything changed. NASA abandoned its mission beneath the waves. No more oceanic partnerships. No more deep sea projects. Just silence. And no one asked why. The bloop, a sound that should not exist. Then came 1997. No, not NASA, was monitoring the southern Pacific Ocean using hydrophones, underwater microphones left over from Cold War submarine tracking. And then it happened. A strange, incredibly powerful sound was recorded. It lasted for over a minute. It echoed through the water across nearly 5,000 kilometers. It was ultra-low frequency, and it was loud. Scientists named it the bloop. At first, some thought it might be volcanic activity. Others thought it was icebergs breaking up. But then, a terrifying possibility emerged. The bloop matched the sound profile of a biological creature. Only one problem. The sound was so loud the animal would have to be many times larger than a blue whale. No known species on Earth could have made it. And here's where it gets even more chilling. NASA had been silent on oceanic exploration for years. But after the bloop, they completely distanced themselves from deep-sea studies. What did they know? What were they not saying? Why did NASA, the agency known for chasing the unknown, suddenly want nothing to do with the ocean? Missing missions. Files that don't exist. Dig into NASA's public mission archive, and you'll find pages of documentation on Mars rovers, satellites, and space telescopes. But when it comes to the deep sea, there's almost nothing. No closure, no cancellation notices, no statements, just a silent erasure. like it never happened. Some insiders claim documents were pulled from public records. Others hint that NASA had stumbled across something unexplainable. Was it a new species, a lost civilization, or something that wasn't supposed to be found? One former Navy oceanographer once said off record, "Some things are better left at the bottom." That quote vanished from the internet within weeks. Elon Musk and the space distraction. Meanwhile, as NASA turned away from the sea, Elon Musk turned space into a business. He made headlines with SpaceX, Starlink satellites, and reusable rockets. But not once has Elon Musk shown serious interest in ocean exploration. This is a man obsessed with the future of humanity. He talks about sustainability, planetary survival, colonizing Mars. Yet the deep sea, which covers 70% of our planet and remains largely unexplored, is ignored. Why? It's cheaper, it's closer, and it holds more secrets than any Martian rock ever could. But neither Musk nor NASA seem to want to go back. It's like they're afraid of what they might find. Or worse, they already found it. The Mariana Trench, Earth's final black hole. Let's talk about the Mariana Trench, the deepest known part of the Earth's ocean. It's over 36,000 feet deep. That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall. We've sent more people to the moon than to the bottom of this trench. In 2012, filmmaker James Cameron made a solo descent into the trench. What he described was haunting. It's like another world. Lifeless, alien, but you feel watched. He spent just 3 hours down there. Since then, very few missions have followed. Not from NASA, not from SpaceX, not from any major agency. A part of our own planet remains more mysterious than space, and no one wants to go back. Why? What is hiding down there? The unexplained structure discovered in 2016. In 2016, Google Earth users discovered a strange anomaly off the coast of Malibu, California. A massive underwater formation that looked constructed. A perfectly oval shape, pillar-like supports, an entrance like a tunnel. Immediately the internet exploded with theories. A secret military base, an ancient ruin, a structure from a lost civilization, something not human. NASA gave no comment. No AA remained silent. The U.S. Navy dismissed it as a natural formation, but geologists couldn't agree. To this day, the Malibu underwater base has never been officially investigated. And NASA, still quiet, almost like someone doesn't want to know what's really down there. The uncomfortable truth, fear of the unknown. Here's the uncomfortable truth. NASA stopped exploring the ocean because the ocean is too unknown, too dangerous, too real. Space, it's vast, but it's distant. You can study it from afar, you can observe it safely. But the ocean, it's here, it surrounds us, and we're completely vulnerable to it. We don't control it. And, according to some whistleblowers, we may never get an official answer. But the clues are all there. Sudden withdrawal from deep-sea missions. Mysterious underwater sounds like the bloop. Unexplained structures ignored by science. Elon Musk and NASA racing toward the sky, but never back to the sea. A planet covered in water, left mostly unexplored. Maybe it's not what we don't know. Maybe it's what we do know and can't face. Because if NASA found something at the bottom of the ocean, something we're not meant to find, then the silence, the distance, the obsession with space starts to make a lot more sense. And so we ask again, why did NASA stop exploring the ocean? Not because they ran out of questions, but because they found the answer. Thanks for watching. Comment below.